Hi everyone. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Sarah MacDonald and I am the President of the Downs and South Western Queensland Law Association. In light of these uncertain times with the COVID-19 pandemic, I thought I would relay some information that I have received from the Queensland Law Society and updates that might be relevant to you as members and also to the practices that you own or that you work in. We had a meeting this morning, a chorus call between the local District Law Association presidents across Queensland and also the Queensland Law Society. It was a wonderful opportunity for us to discuss the issues that we are facing on a grassroots level, to provide that information to the Queensland Law Society so that it may assist them in advocating on behalf of all of its members across Queensland, but also as an opportunity for us to engage and discuss as presidents across different districts what the issues are that we are facing and whether there are some problem-solving aspects that we may be able to take on board in our own districts. Some of the information that we discussed today included face-to-face settlements and whether there is likely to be a requirement for e-conveyancing in the future. Prior to the COVID-19 pandemic, e-conveyancing was not required in Queensland, as I'm sure you were all aware. At this stage, the information from the Queensland Law Society is that we will continue to have face-to-face settlements so long as everyone complies with the social distancing guidelines and ensures that the 4 square metre rule inside is complied with. To that end, it appears to me, and the information I'm receiving, is that face-to-face settlements will continue to take place across Queensland at this time. We also discussed witnessing requirements and the difficulty that we as solicitors are facing in terms of complying with social distancing protocols, but also in light of the closing or cessation of the JPs in the community service. In this regard, we were advised by the Queensland Law Society that they are undertaking discussions in relation to possibilities for virtual witnessing capabilities, and if that is something that is endorsed by the Attorney General and does come into play, there will be guidelines that will be released in this regard. If I hear any more information regarding these possibilities, I will of course contact you. A lot of noise has been made in relation to the definition of what is an essential service. And this was discussed this morning at the chorus call with the Queensland Law Society. At this time, the Queensland Law Society are advocating that we should be determined, and law firms in general should be determined to be included in the category of an essential service, should there be a lockdown in the future. Queensland Law Society have advised that we are likely to receive an announcement from the Attorney General in this regard specifically. If I hear anything in this regard, I will let you know, but at this stage, it is simply the case that we, and I on your behalf, and the Queensland Law Society on all of its members' behalves, are advocating that our services to the community that we do on a day-to-day basis should be declared to be included as an essential service. There was also discussion around the Legal Aid Queensland guidelines, and particularly firms who draw a substantial amount of their work from Legal Aid Queensland and have funding from them. Specifically, we discussed the requirements that have been released with Legal Aid Queensland for face-to-face meetings to be completely ceased, particularly in a duty lawyer sphere, and also changes that could be made to the billing framework to assist with practitioners being able to bill at inordinate times rather than the usual requirements under the billing framework. Queensland Law Society have indicated they will be discussing these matters with Legal Aid Queensland and will provide updates shortly if there are any changes or any amendments in this regard. Finally, I want to remind all of you that you do have access to law care as members of the Queensland Law Society or as members who might be practicing in a firm with members of the Queensland Law Society. Law care can provide you with counselling services and other therapeutic intervention in relation to matters relating to the COVID-19 pandemic or other matters completely irrelevant to that. They can be contacted on 1800 177 743 or alternatively by going to the Law Care tab in your MyQLS page. It's important for me to continue to advocate on behalf of the members of our region. To do this, I need you to contact me and advise if there are any information that you would like the answer to, or if there's anything that I can help you with. We are regularly meeting with the Queensland Law Society on behalf of our members across this region, and it is important for me to be able to advocate on your behalf about questions or difficulties you might be facing in these times by having your direct information. If you have any questions, if you have anything you'd like me to raise on your behalf and as on behalf of the members of this region, please contact me either by phone or by email so that I can ensure this information is obtained from the Queensland Law Society for you. Finally, I hope that you all stay healthy and that you stay safe, and that together we will see ourselves through to the other side of this pandemic. Thank you and have a great day.